Hey, Nurstar. Wake up, Nurstar. Hey, Nurstar.
Hey, Nurstar. One more thing is we're experimenting with a cross-chain bridge. Like if you have your STRK on L1, you don't have to bridge separately and then stake. You can directly come to Endure, do a single step, and your STRK is automatically bridged and deposited into Endure.
Cool.
So
Hey, Nurstar. Wake up, Nurstar. Hey, Nurstar.
hey, Nurstar. Waiting
Hey,
for you.
how is it going, guys? Sorry, I was taking a nap and just eaten, so I was a bit sleepy, and I
You
apologize
must
for
be
that.
you must be sleeping on yields peacefully.
Exactly, yeah. I'm sleeping on good DeFi yields. How's it going, guys?
Good. Very great.
Cool. Welcome to this special Star Cafe to all the audience listening to us. And I have the pleasure to host Akira and Web Gurung from STRKfarm. And they also have a staking product called Endur.fi that we are going to cover in details today. So first of all, hello, Akira. Hello, Web Gurung. How is it going?
Good. Hey. Thanks for the introduction, Gustav. I think it's going great, and thanks for hosting us with Endur.fi. And happy to answer, talk lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Hello, Web.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks to you for coming, my friend.
So I think before we start talking more about Endur and things, we should quickly we want to quickly ask you questions this time. Usually you are the one who asks all questions. This time it's opposite. So
Exciting.
what do you think is Endur? Let's start there. First point.
So, Endure is a platform that issued a liquid staking token pegged to a liquid staking token called XStark, which is a tokenized representation of staking asset, which is in this case Stark, and as a liquid staking token can be used for DeFi purposes. So you can lend your tokenized representation of your staked Starknet tokens and receive an yield out of it. And you can also obviously borrow against it. This kind of DeFi actions, and at the same time that tokenized liquid staking token continue to accrue staking rewards. Is it okay, more or less?
Yeah, so I think let's make it spicy a little bit. So you have to explain what is liquid staking token in 10 seconds. Can you do it?
Okay, so a liquid staking token is a tokenized representation of a staked asset. In this case, for XStark is the Stark token. Is it okay? No.
Um, I mean, yeah, I don't think 10 seconds up, 10 seconds is up, but yeah, it doesn't cover totally, I guess. Do you want 30 seconds to try again, or should we go with Web3 Guru?
No. You can tell me the right answer.
I think let's ask Web3 Guru. 20
Yeah,
seconds for you. What
exactly.
is explain liquid staking token in simple terms?
Liquid staking token is basically a token which has which is basically related to another main token which is staked on the network. And
Ooh.
okay, wait. I can't do it in 20 seconds.
A very short time. Is it okay to say it is a tokenized representation?
Yeah. It's okay. I'll probably try it to tell him
Yeah.
quickly. So it is a tokenized representation of your stake, indirectly start, but that this token has liquidity in the market, unlike many other token representations which do not necessarily have liquidity. This means people are able to sell their extra quickly without having to wait for 21 days, whatever the lock-ins that come with staking. I think that's the faster way to tell it. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Very cool. So Akira and Web3Gurung, let's start also with some more questions about Endur.fi and XStark. So also, I would like to listen to some stats regarding this tokenized representation of the Stark token. And for example, what's the current yield on XStark?
12 to 13%.
12%, yeah.
12 to 13%. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your current total value locked, TVL?
32 million.
33 million in Stark.
Okay. Now back to Akira. Where all XStark is integrated and usable. So which platforms and DeFi protocols have implemented XStark?
It's Visu, Nostra, Ekubo, Abnu, Fibros, Opus, Heiko, STRKfarm. I think that's all.
Okay.
Sorry if you missed anyone, but yeah.
Do you have Web3Gurung? Do you have some? Can I call you Gurung just to be shorter?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any other protocols to add on this list?
No, I think we covered like it all. Yeah,
I think we missed Fibrous. Did you mention Fibrous?
I must have mentioned along with Abnu.
Okay. Yeah. Aiko. So I have here like a detailed list: Ekubo, Vezu, Avenue, Nostra, Fibrous, STRKfarm, Aiko, Opus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And what's the total staked Stark, more or less?
It's around 173 million in Stark.
Okay, in Stark. Cool. How many validators do we have in this staking phase of Stark?
I think it's about 100 to 110. I think somewhere there.
105.
Cool. For those listeners who could be wondering what validators are, how would you? This is an extra question, of course. How would you sum up what validators are in 20 seconds? What are validators?
Who is taking? Guru?
Akira, you go ahead.
Okay. So at this stage, validators don't do much, but in theory, validators are required to validate the transactions that are happening on the Starknet chain and attest them and basically ensure decentralization of Starknet eventually. That is where we are heading probably in next few months. Yeah.
Cool. And another information for the listeners, in Endur.fi has also a very cool dashboard where you can find all the validators, where you can also delegate your Stark tokens and stake through these validators. And so I would like to know, like, what is coming in the future when it comes to Endur.fi and XStark?
I think one is a portfolio page. At present, if you have XStark in different platforms, it's a little hard to track them. What is your position across these applications? So once this portfolio page comes, you can have your XStark anywhere and you'll be able to see them one place. That's one. And we are also integrating Avno Paymaster so that you no longer have to use Stark for paying gas. You can just use XStark for paying gas so that your Stark can continue earning yield. That's one thing. One more thing is we're experimenting with a cross-chain bridge. Like if you have your Stark on L1, you don't have to bridge separately and then stake. You can directly come to Endure, do a single step, and your Stark is automatically bridged and deposited into Endure.
Cool.
So it's a UX improvement that we are working on internally. Yeah.
Very exciting. And in terms of community initiatives, I saw that you're also very active in shipping very entertaining contents, and I know Gurung is also behind that. And you are both very creative guys. And I saw this kind of clips, right? Which are like very like TikTok format, something like that, where you talk about your products and you also educate people around your product and also around Starknet. So tell me a bit about this kind of format. Maybe Gurung is the right man for that.
Yeah, so the recent one which we did was with Akash from the foundation. Yeah, no, Akash from the foundation. Yeah, Starknet Foundation. And in that, we were basically introducing XStark Sensei, which is the newest strategy which we had. So it was just that Akira thought of it. He's the idea guy. I was just the executioner. Yeah. We scripted in like I think the whole thing got over in like 20 minutes. Like it was on the spot scripting, and then editing took place. It was edited by me on simple VN editor. But a lot of these short form content and reels, of course, is also inspired by Mickey from Layer Kira. Yeah, and yeah, she's literally
Hello.
been leading. Yeah.
Hello, Mikey.
Yeah. So yeah, would say that. And on the other community initiatives which we have had so far is doing quests program on Starknet Quest as well as Pulsar Money, which is the newest campaign.
Very cool. Yeah, I would also switch to the second part of our episode, which consists in some like very also simple questions, so very rapid questions, and they could also be a bit personal, so they wouldn't necessarily reflect Endur.fi's and STRKfarm's opinion. So don't take the answers too seriously. But
All
maybe
right.
I will start with Gurung, and the first one is: would you rather be the most followed Starknet meme account, or propose a snip and have it implemented on Starknet?
I think it would be definitely Snip because it's long lasting. Yeah.
Exactly. That's cool. And if I remember well, you also guys from Stark Farm, you also suggested you proposed a snip as well. Do I remember well?
We did not, I think we did not yet. There is some
Okay.
plan of proposing something, but it's not live yet. Yeah.
I see. Then I understand. Maybe we can speak too much about it, and then about then it's Akira's turn. Would you rather be the most knowledgeable DeFi user on Starknet, or the most famous Starknet on-chain gamer?
I think DeFi user, yes. I am
DeFi
not really a
user?
gamer.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Gurung?
Yeah, DeFi user because it can earn more with yields.
Yeah. Unless you can also get some kind of play to earn rewards by playing some on-chain game, and also right now I also noticed in the gaming scene that like also the structure in terms of rewards and also of gameplay is changing, and there's a lot of focus in campaigns like gaming seasons, right? Like the season 0 for Eternum, and
Yeah.
then now there's also I think also Blob Arena is about to ship their first official season, and also other games from the Rams ecosystem. And I think it's very good because you also concentrate all the efforts in a limited amount of time, and obviously people can focus a lot during that week, and then they can move on to other things, but at the same time they can also receive rewards about that the rewards that they gain during this season, and then they can also prepare for the upcoming seasons as well. And I noticed this kind of trend. And then regarding the next question, so now it's Akira's turn, if I remember well. So would you rather have the ability to deploy smart contracts on Starknet without paying gas fees, or earn double staking rewards forever, for life?
Double staking rewards. I
Rewards
think
for
the
life?
gas fees is already very, very cheap. So I would rather
Yeah, makes sense.
have more rewards. Yeah.
Maybe if I had asked you the same question 2 years ago when we were on Starknet Alpha, maybe you would have preferred the first one.
Yeah. Or if it was about Ethereum L1 or something, Bitcoin or something, maybe yes. But I think
Exactly.
for Starknet, it's yeah, different.
Cool. And what about you, Guru?
Of course,
The same, right?
double staking rewards. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the next one, would you rather develop the next killer DApp on Starknet, or discover a critical vulnerability that saves the network?
This is for Guru.
I
Guru?
think we're already building the next killer app.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, for yields. Yeah. So of course, the next killer app.
Very cool. I guess the answer would be the same for Akira as well.
Yeah.
And so this is a big question, and this gonna spark depending on the way you answer this one, this gonna spark a war, and so would you rather use Bravos or Alp? Spicy. So Akira, you first.
I can't choose one. I've used both from time to time. Yeah, it's. I think you have to use, at least as a developer, I have to use all the wallets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Also, I use both of them a lot. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We use Kepler as well because everything has to be used.
Yeah. And also, like, there's also a funny story behind that, because obviously, especially in the early times of when I was starting to produce contents about Starknet, I was always very, very afraid of not being caught in the competition between Argent and Bravos. And there were some time, some moments where I was being sponsored by Bravos, and at the same time I was still shipping, neutral content like the daily recap. And sometimes, I wanted to balance the two projects in terms of visibility, and it wasn't always easy, right? And you also develop this kind of guilty feeling, right? Which sucks. But then also I get on with both teams very, very well. They also, they understand that I have to cover also their competition, and yeah, but yeah, there was a funny detail. And yeah, we've run out of questions. I don't know if you came up with new ones as well. Another one, the last one: native staking versus liquid staking. Who wins?
Who wins?
Yeah,
Liquid staking, of course.
liquid staking.
It has half the benefits of native staking.
You're very biased, guys. You're very biased.
Pretty biased question.
Totally.
Speaking about like liquid staking, also, there's also risk taking. Do you think there could be some sorts of risk taking protocol on top of Starknet or something like that?
Risk.
Restaking.
Risk taking.
Yeah.
I think risk taking is going to take some time. Because the one major use case for risk taking to happen is which network or which chain or whatever is willing to accept Stark as a security for their network. And I think one major use case is for Starknet app chains. Once they are full-fledged and running in terms of technical capabilities and stuff, I think that's where risk taking will become a real possibility. But we can always try some other things, but I think this is where it is going to be most useful. So there's some.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. And speaking about app chains, so you collaborate a lot with Carnot, which is also the project which is managing Madara. So the sequencer to enable all these app chains on top of Starknet. And if I remember well, you also collaborated with them because they are a validator for the Stark staking token as well. And also, yeah, I would like to know more about your collaboration with them.
Yeah, I think with Carnot, it's definitely validation is one thing, but it's also a lot more than that. We do share a lot of technical skills from here, like from between both the teams, and that's how we built it. And given that Carnot has been in the Starknet game for longer than us, they also helped a lot in terms of building Endure to where it is today in terms of marketing or whatever. I think, yeah, so it's a strong collaboration that way. Yeah.
All right, guys. So I think we've come to the end of our episodes, and we had a great time with Gurung and Akira from STRKfarm. We spoke about Endur.fi and STRK, the liquid staking token that they've been working on for a while already. Obviously, you can find more about both STRKfarm and Endur.fi. STRKfarm is also a DeFi aggregator. Also, we spoke about STRK, their liquid staking token. And they've been doing a great job also in educating people around staking, around liquid staking, and around the old Starknet DeFi ecosystem and beyond. They also are busy creating some fun contents in terms of like some sort of TikTok-like formats. And speaking about media formats, I also would like to remind our listeners that quite soon there will be a show made by the most important Indian builders on Starknet, right? So guys, once again, thanks a lot, Akira, for coming. Thanks a lot, Gurung. You've been doing a great job in the whole, both as Endur.fi and STRKfarm, but also as community members of the Starknet ecosystem. So I wish you all the best. And now it's time for me to go back to sleep. Take care. Bye bye. See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thanks a lot, Nurstar.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.